Have you ever felt it? That cold sinking weight in your stomach. The moment your partner walks into the room. They smile, they kiss you, but something feels off. They call it paranoia. They call it insecurity. But private investigators call it something else. They call it 90% accuracy. According to professional detectives, when a woman suspects she's being cheated on, she's right nearly 9 times out of 10. Cheating is not an accident. It's a psychological pattern, a sequence of calculated behaviors. And whether it's driven by the dark triad of personality traits or a simple biological need for validation, the signs are always there. In this video, we're going to expose the psychology of the cheater, not lipstick on a collar. We're talking about the circle back technique, digital footprints and subconscious behaviors that scream guilty long before they ever confess. If you've ever doubted yourself, you need to watch this. Let's look behind the mask. Why do they cheat? To understand cheating, we first need to understand why it happens. Because men and women often cheat for very different psychological reasons. For many men, cheating is about performance. It's about numbers, not strength, insecurity. They cheat not because they feel powerful, but because they feel inadequate. Psychologically, many men separate the love object from the erotic object. They may love their partner, but seek validation elsewhere. It's not confidence. It's a fragile ego trying to prove itself. For women, the motivation is often different. It's about the process. It's about hypergamy. Women are biologically wired to seek a partner who is evolving. And when she feels her partner is plateaued, when she feels she has outgrown him, she may start looking for an upgrade. Not necessarily for sex, but to feel seen again. And then, there are the dangerous ones. The individuals who score high on the dark triad. Narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy. Research shows that people, especially women, are often dangerously attracted to these traits. These are the partners who can lie to your face without their pulse rising. They don't feel guilt. They feel the thrill of the game. So how do cheaters behave? You might expect distance, and sometimes you get the opposite. The first type is what investigators call the aggressor. Suddenly they hate questions, they hate surprises. They criticize things they once loved about you. You ask a simple question, "Where were you?" And they explode. This is gaslighting. They attack you so you're too busy defending yourself to notice what they're hiding. But the second type is even more dangerous, the overcompensator. If your partner usually gives you a level 1 effort and suddenly jumps to level 5, expensive gifts, over-the-top affection, luxury dinners for no reason, be careful. That's not love. That's guilt money. They're buying peace of mind. Now watch the phone. Is it suddenly face down? Did the password change overnight? Or the classic move, changing the lover's name in their contacts to something generic. And look at grooming habits. If a man who hasn't bought new underwear in 5 years suddenly cares about his brand, or a woman who never dressed up to buy milk is suddenly wearing a perfume, they're not dressing for you, they're dressing for the fantasy. Now let's talk tradecraft. You don't need to hack a phone. You need to use what investigators call the circle back. Here's how it works. You make an obvious plan to leave the house. I'm going to the store. I'll be back in an hour. You grab your keys. You put on your coat. You leave. Drive away. Wait 10 minutes. Then come back. You forgot something. Burst into the room. When a cheater thinks the coast is clear, that's when they make the call. That's when they text. Catch them in that moment of relief, and their body language will tell you everything. Panic, phone hiding, sudden silence. Here are 3 more forensic tips. 1. The digital audit. Check your Wi-Fi router logs. Even burner phones need Wi-Fi. If a mystery device connects at 3 a.m., that's a red flag. 2. The mileage check. Photograph the odometer before they leave. If work is 10 miles away, the round trip is 20. If they return with 50 extra miles, where did the other 30 go? 3. The Selton shoe snapshot. Notice how their shoes are tied, which hole the belt is buckled in. If they return different, they took their clothes off. The hardest question isn't, are they cheating? It's, can they change? Most experts are brutally honest. One detective said it clearly. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Why? Because the neural pathways for deception have already been built. The thrill becomes addictive. Even if they never cheat physically again, they'll cheat in other ways. Hiding money, hiding emotions, hiding truth. Infidelity is trauma. It triggers a primal fear of abandonment. The same fear we had as infants, when survival depended on attention. So if your gut is screaming, listen. Don't ignore the mileage. Don't ignore the password changes. And never ignore the shoes. Knowledge is power, and you deserve the truth. If this analysis helped you, hit like and subscribe. Trust your instincts. They've kept you alive this long. See you in the next one. Follow for more.